I'm Joyce Heft, a State Farm agent in Auburn, Indiana, and CEO of my business for 21 years. I earned my bachelor's degree in business administration at Indiana Institute of Technology in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Joyce really has a two-pronged approach when she's working with her business. And number one, it's a focus on the customer and making sure that the customer is always taken care of. And number two, she's always focused on her business, and she understands the business piece of running her agency. And so between a combination of a focus on a customer and knowing how to run a business, it's a great combination.
She has a great approach. She really wants to meet all insureds. She gets up and greets them as often as she can. And she wants to make sure that she meets everybody in her office when they first come in. And then if she knows the customer is out there, she tries to get out there to greet them.
The biggest influence in my life and in my business was my father, Raymond Hefty, now retired from State Farm, but was an agent for 50 years and very, very successful throughout the years. Also, my older brother, Jim Hefty, was a State Farm agent for 32 years before he passed away a few years ago. But he started our second generation of Hefties in State Farm business. My father came to me 23 years ago and asked if I would like to come to work for him. I worked for several months, and by that time I realized how much I really loved the insurance business and working with the family side by side every day. State Farm believes in family agencies, but not too many had 3 family members as agents in the same city and the same office building. My brother Jim's son, Morgan Hefty, is now a State Farm agent in Auburn, so we now have reached a 3rd generation.
I've known Joyce actually since 2008. The first time I met her was actually over the phone, and I called her because she was a female agent and she was getting it done. And I really felt like she could be a mentor to me. She could help me as a new agent build a strong, successful agency. And she was so wonderful to talk to. She took over an hour out of a very busy day. I'm sure she's always busy, but she took over an hour to talk to me, this little, new agent, and she just made me feel like I could do anything. And she was very inspirational and very she's been very proactive with me throughout my 6 years of being an agent, and asking me how she can help, and being very giving and very wise and very kind.
Joyce goes the extra mile for all of her clients. When I talk a little bit about that focus part on the customer, and so just as an example, one of the things she does is a Fun Friday. And so when you walk in her office on a Friday, you never know what you're going to get. And I walked in on a Friday this past summer, and she was serving root beer floats to everybody that came in that day. And it's just something fun to keep the atmosphere exciting and create a remarkable experience for them.
I still love my business. I love working with customers, my team members. I enjoy every moment of it. There's not once I have ever said, I hate coming to work today. My father was a member of the Life Underwriters. He got me to join 18 years ago, which is now called Naifa. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Melissa Satterthwaite for nominating me for the 2014 Advisor of the Year. She is also an outstanding agent herself and a dear friend.